on in the school. Number one, first and foremost, it's about time. We must respect each other's timing, and therefore there should be no late coming. We are going to change the Zoom time to 5 minutes before time. If the meeting is supposed to start at, say for instance, 6 a.m., we are going to start admitting people from 10 minutes to 6, so that we are seated. Like we are, so we are seated before time. So get ready. There will be no late coming in this class. And I'm going to take it for today that we are here. So once it's 11 o'clock, I don't know how this is, but we're going to stop admitting people. You are not there at 11, we cut you off. If I will not let you in, because that one that will say host is waiting for, you are waiting for the host to let you in, we will not let you in. Even if it's only 2 people.
I know that you are there. Thank you so much. That is the taste of what we have learned. That was the beginning. And that will give you people that just coming in some of the rules. Some of the rules. We've learned a lot. And like I told you, we don't waste time here. We are very serious about what we are doing. You know, if it's calculated the time, that's why it's coming late. You understand? All of you all over we are going to live this program today. I'm going to put it on the Facebook, on 5 televisions all over the world. And please, if you want to ask questions, comport yourself, let it be short and straightforward. And I know that some questions must be on the TE forum already. So the facilitator should please get that one ready for himself. Over to you, sir.
I want to say good morning to everybody. Good evening. Wherever you might be hearing or listening to me. I thought the time was 6 a.m. So I actually went to bed 5 minutes to 11, 5 minutes to 5. So I want to wake up at 5:30. So eventually I woke up at 5:20. It's only to see my phone, only to say about, 5 missed calls already on my phone. So I want to apologize for coming a little bit late, because all my thought was it's going to be 6 a.m., which is going to be 12 midnight my own time.
Time has changed. The time has changed.
Time has changed again?
No.
For T.
For UK, it has changed. Don't worry. Go ahead. Yeah.
Oh. I didn't follow that. All right. So here we are. So today we just want to take our time, because we realized that in our previous classes we were not able to ask questions and and look at some of the things that may not be so clear to us. So in this brief meeting today, we are going to be looking at questions. Whatever question you have, please just make sure you have, even if it's not related to what we have taught before, but basically about fulfillment, about whatever it is that you are doing, you are trying to find the right answers to them. Because sometimes we get confused when we are trying to do a couple of things and we don't get the right answers around us. So we are looking at the possibility of and that I think we're going to be doing that in one of our subsequent classes. We're going to call it Ask Me Any Questions. Ask me whatever question that has to do with life and fulfillment. It's not a Bible study class, so we reserve all Bible questions for Bible study class. But for this class, it's just going to be about, fulfillment, about practical approach, practical delivery of things that you know, and how do you go about them. Now, having said so, I want to say this. Well, I have a couple of questions already, so I'm going to be answering them, and then Daddy also will be assisting us in answering them, and then I'm just going to take 1 or 2 contributions if there is any at all, so we can manage our time. But I want to say this to as many of us. I always like to say something that has to do with your life, success and breakthrough, and I'll say this ahead of time, and I wanted to just put this down as well, that for as many of us who people are saying that you cannot do something, you cannot achieve something, they say to you that you can't actually get there. this is what I'm going to say to you, that for you to become fulfilled in life, focus on your goal. Focus on your results. The only way to shut the mouth of people that are insulting you is to have results. Now, listen to me. You know, I did not say the way to become successful is for you to exchange words with people who are putting you down. So many of us, we eventually will not do what we are supposed to achieve in life because you keep on explaining. You keep on explaining. He said you don't have money. People say he's a poor man. And you keep on explaining why you are poor. You don't need explanation. Are you getting me now? The way to shut the mouth of people who are insulting you is to forget them and go and begin to work and get results. I did my IT with me and Baker Nigeria PLC when I was in. So when I was looking for this IT thing, when I got to the place where I want to do my IT, I was very small, and then and when they put me on the job, they said this man doesn't look like he can do engineering work because I did engineering, and I felt ashamed, and I felt like running away because they were putting me down. And I got back home and I told my mom, I said, can you imagine? Everybody's saying that I'm not doing like an engineer. And mom, you know what my mom told me? And I'll tell us those two things. He said, Femi, when they say you cannot do it, go ahead and prove to them that you can do it. Don't even explain. Because when you explain, you are wasting your time. Are you getting me now? Number two, my mom told me, said, look, go out there and fight where your mates are fighting. Are you getting me now? Some of us are going to run back. You run to, see, it's good to, let's go to our pastors, let's go to our friends, let's go. But you know what? Wherever you run to, make sure you remain in the battlefield. Make sure you do what? You remain in the battlefield. Keep on fighting. Even if you have to go back home to your pastor, to your mother, to your father, to go and recharge. Don't leave the battlefield. Because that is the only way to prove that you can do it. There are so many of us, you know what? I've seen that it happens to me a lot of times, that something in you will tell you that you can achieve something, and you'll be so convinced that you can achieve it. Are you getting me now? But you will meet some people, and when they say one thing to you like this, you will not be doubting yourself. Can I do this thing? You will just start doubting yourself. See, forget about whatever they are saying. Get on to work and just prove. See, get to a point that you are not out to impress anybody, but you want to prove that, look, that thing that they say you cannot do. Are you getting me? Go for results. Forget about the insult. It will always come. Even for president, they will tell the president of America, they will tell he cannot be a good president. If he keep on responding to opposition, he will not fulfill his vision. So your best bet in life is to remain in the battlefield, keep on fighting, and you know what? Ignore every insult. Go for results. You don't need to explain anything to anybody. You don't need to apologize anything to anybody. Just go on for results. And you know what? Those who have been saying nonsense about you, they'll keep short. And they will see, with your results, they will all you need to talk, you see, the only way to make noise is to have results. When you don't have water inside your drum, that's when you're making noise. Keep on doing your work, and your result will speak for you. So keep short and let your results speak for you. So that's what I have for us today on our success keynote. And then I have a couple of questions here. If you have a question, you can raise your hand. I'm going to call you. One of the questions I have here says that, is it possible to be fulfilled without a vision? Is it possible to be fulfilled without a vision? Okay, I'm going to answer this way. Now, for you to actually know that you have become fulfilled is by measuring it by your, if you don't have a vision, you don't know whether you are fulfilled or not. Are you getting that? That is why you will see some people that you call successful, big men, that you go, somebody will just go and hang himself and die. I said, this man has all the money in the world. This man has every good thing in the world. But you know what? There is no sense of fulfillment because there was no vision in the first instance. Are you getting that? Now, it is vision that makes you arrive at a point called fulfillment. And you know what? Vision is going to give birth to vision. Because it's not one vision you're going to have of your life. Maybe you want to be, I want to be this. For some people now in primary school or small children, all their vision is just to go to university. By the time you finish university, another vision will come. Like you want to be whatever at your career. By the time you're at the top of your career, something else will come. So vision will give back to vision. So there can be no real sense of fulfillment except it is born out of vision. And you know what? Whenever I meet anybody, I think I've said this before. When I see you, if you're a singer, if you're a writer, if you're a preacher, if you're whatever it is, if you're a manager, the first question I ask everybody who comes to me, who I see that is serious about life, is what is the big picture? What is the big picture? If you're a teacher, what is the big picture? If you're a singer, what is the big picture? If you're an artist, what is the big picture? The big picture is where you want to get to after now. You understand? And that is the only thing that can be used to measure your movement. You know, there's a way you can be in a motion, you are not moving forward. You understand? Somebody can be doing circular motion, you know, and it's not rotate, it's not translational. You understand? There's what we call circular motion in engineering, and there's what we call translational motion. Translational motion is what takes you from where you are to where you are going. But sometimes you see activities, people just dancing on the same spot. So the way to get there is for whatever you are doing. Even if, I don't know whatever it is, even if you're a worker in the church, even if you're a pastor, whatever it is, let that be one big picture that this is what I want to achieve with my life. Are you getting what I'm saying? So, and then I have another question here that says, let me quickly read it out here. Please, if you have your question, raise your hand or you send them on the platform. He said, what does it mean to be successful? Can somebody attend that? What does it mean to be successful? Can anybody attempt that question and give us an answer? What does it mean to be successful? What do you call, when you say somebody is successful, what does it mean? Can somebody attempt that for us?
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
To break even.
Amareo Grace, sir.
All right, Ms. Grace, can you please go ahead with the answer?
To be successful means to be able to achieve what you are aiming at.
To be successful means to achieve what you are aiming at. All right, that's one answer. Thank you. That's a good answer too. Can somebody also attempt it? What does it mean to be successful?
Yes,
Mommy, yes, I can see your hand. Miss Pastor, Mrs. Reverend Mrs. Ademosun, can you please go ahead?
In my belief, it is our faithfulness to whatever we believe in doing towards achieving the goal. So our faithfulness is the most important thing that will make us to have success actually. And that is what we will, I believe, will be what we should call success. Success doesn't really mean having money or achieving something like that, but your faithfulness to the end towards what you are doing. Because the Bible says it is required of the steward that the man should be faithful. And another thing is that that success could mean, or being successful could mean, is leaving a legacy behind you. When you have impacted people and you leave legacy behind, like we can say of Baba Awolowo. Baba Awolowo was very successful, not mainly in terms of wealth or anything like that, but having impacted millions of people, and the legacy is still living after him. So that is success, or being successful.
Okay, thank you very much. Mommy talked about legacy. She talked about being faithful to whatever you say you want to do. Yeah, that's also true. That's also correct. Can I hear from Is it Pastor or Mr. Oladumoye Ibukun? Please go ahead, unmute yourself and say something.
Okay, sir. Yeah, I'm here.
Yes,
good morning.
please
My
go
name
ahead.
is my name is Oladumoye Ibukun. About being successful. What I want to say first is that number one, it has to be it does not have to end immediately. Like what I'm trying to emphasize on is that when you say you are successful, it has to be something that it's not just end just once. That you just like probably you achieve, probably you're working, you have 5 million, then the money will like definitely finish, and at that time you're successful. But later on, that money finished. That is not what's successful. Now, first thing I want to emphasize is that to be successful, it has to be constant. Now, I want to make an example of a teacher. I have seen several teachers that they have bred up, say, better engineers, better doctors, or people that are great. But that doesn't mean that that doesn't like they might not be rich, but they might not be like they might not travel or out of the world. But people that they have brought up, people that they have bring up, they are people that have gone to places that are very, very great. So in that case, they have been successful and they are even able to transfer it to somebody else, and that trait is still there. Their success is not ending. So I have some people that if they die, their success ends with them. That is my success, but it has a limit. But for one to have a true success, it has to be what will continue, what will be like a trait that will continue to generate and generate. Like now, what we are doing here now, something that like even if later on in 10 years to come, anybody here can still try to bring off something like this. That means the success of this program is still generating the more and more. So that's what I don't have to say.
All right, thank you, Mr. Oladumoye. I would like to hear from our daddy, Reverend Ademosun. What is his definition of success? Because we need to get this right so that we don't start pursuing the wrong thing. Generally, in the world, I know one symbol of success is money. If I have money, am I successful? Yes, I'd like to hear from our daddy. Reverend, sir.
I'm off the seat. What did you say?
I said, what is your definition of success? If somebody is successful, do we say somebody is successful because he has money, or because he's a president? Is he successful? So what is your own definition of success?
Okay, thank you very much. My own definition of success is so simple. Your production, what you show, just like when you first started, you were talking about, we used to talk about some of us that are after doctorate degree, doctorate, everything like that. You can be successful in getting certificate, but what did you use the certificate for? What's the market back with your name? What has it brought into your life? Are you relevant? So I want to say success means relevance. It's relevance. For example, now, apology to our facilitator. Personally, I know him to be a success in this area. I have to be running after him. I want to get something. I want to get something inside me. I want to get something to improve me. That is his area. It's a success. So I want to say my own definition of success is relevance. Your productivity. It's not what you say. It's not the suit you wear. It's not the degree you carry. What have you done to affect others? The production, what you produce, your relevance. I think I hit something.
All right, sir. Thank you very much. In summary, honestly, that's a very powerful definition of success too. We all have defined it. We have defined it as much as we know it. But I'm also going to say this, that just as he has said, honestly, that word relevance, nail it. Your ability to impact life, your ability to touch other people's life. Because until you're able to touch people's life, honestly, for a positive change, you are not really you are not successful. Are you getting me now? And then success is also relative. It's relative because success is measured in comparison to your vision. That thing you have seen, have you been able to achieve it? There are some people that we are judged successful, but if you talk to them, they will tell you that, look, they don't think they have actually succeeded because they have not achieved what they want to achieve. Are you getting me now? So success generally has nothing to do with whether you have money or not. You may not have money, though it's a sign of, is a general sign of success. You may not have money as it is, but you know what? You may be successful. There are people who have succeeded in making money, but they have not succeeded in making a living. A man can have money and may not have a life. You understand me now? So your ability to, even while you have the money and you still have your life, is what makes you successful. I have seen too many people who have money, who in the course of pursuing money, they have lost their life. And if I can quote what the Bible says, he said, what shall it profit a man after gaining this whole world? And then he does what? He lost his soul. It doesn't make any sense. So that is why I would not want you to feel dejected if you don't have money now and then you are moving gradually. Money is not the goal. Money is not the end. Money is only a means to an end. So you need to be careful where you place. It's me. I would tell you point blank, straight away, that look, you need to solve your money problem. You don't have to be lazy. You don't have to get the money, get whatever money you can get. But you know what? That should not take away your life as it is now. Because for so many people, because they want to get money, they have wounded their own soul. They have sold out their own soul to so many things. They have done all kinds of terrible things. And by the time they now have that money, that's why you see some people, they cannot help other people. I have seen people who are terribly rich, but to dash you 10 kobo, they cannot. Why? Because when they think of what they went through, when they think of what they have sold out, when they think of what they have, some people, they have sacrificed their mother because because they want to have money. Now, that kind of person who sacrificed his mother to get money, do you think he would dash you money? He will look at you like this. He will say, you know what, but those are teaching for other days. But you know what? Your primary goal, becoming successful in life, is to touch other people's life. Now, touching other people's life start with your family. Touch your children's life, touch your wife's life, touch your husband's life, touch your community's life. Look for what you can do to improve people's life. And finally, when it comes to becoming successful, after being relevant, we are talking about relevancy, make sure that you are happy with your life. Make sure, see, happiness is something, I would have said the word joy, but that you are happy with your own life. And then it's a level of success. There's so many people who are not happy with themselves. That's what leads to depression. Even when you don't have, some people, they don't have 3 square meals. That's genuinely one. They only eat probably once in a day. And they are happy with their own life. Some people can afford 20 square meals in a day and they are not happy with their own life. Who is more successful? Who's successful? So that's about, yeah. But I want us to know that key word. That word is key. And thank you, Daddy, for that word, relevant. How relevant are you where you are, in your community, You know, there are some fathers who are not relevant in their own home. You know that there are some father, their father, they are the one that born all the children. They are the one that married the mother, but they are not relevant in their own home. Hey, that's why you need to find relevance. Are you touching your kids? Like, there are some mothers, women who are not relevant in their own home. You don't believe this? It happens that their children don't even reckon with them because they are not impacting them. So your primary goal in talking about being successful is to find a way to impact your own family first and foremost, to impact your children, to impact your wife, to impact your husband. I have seen demonstrations in church. See, church demonstration is charisma. Home demonstration is character. Character must be found in you at home. You can do all the charisma you like in church. I don't care. But if your children, if your wife can find you as a true apostle, as a true priest, then I will respect you. Pulpit can make anybody look good. But I tell you what, if you want to know the man, the woman that looks good, go back to their home and go and see what's going on there. I have said, why is it that in most cases, the brilliant people are the servants of those who are averagely academically good? Anybody want to help us with that? So why is it that people that, why is that people that are very brilliant in school, they are the ones that they don't always have money eventually in life? It's those ones who are dummy, those that you think they don't know mathematics, they are the ones that don't have, in my own set now, there's a guy, I'm sorry to say, nobody even knows him in school. He's in, when people go to commercial class, we think they are dummy, people in the commercial class, they think it's a lot of those. So those of us are in sciences. But this guy now, as at the last count, is in commercial class. Reality talks. I don't even, it is not that I even know it because I'm the president of my school, association right now. So right now, when I met him, when they were telling me about, he has 6 standard company in Nigeria. And 2 months ago, he was made a chief in his hometown. I said, where? Even those people even those of us who have who had almost all A's in our papers, they don't even know us in our town yet, So can somebody just help us out with an answer to that? Why is it that the people that seemingly knows the paper works, they don't seem to know the money works? Somebody want to help us with that? Anybody want to attend the answer?
Doctors, talk.
Okay.
Women talk.
Somebody want to say something?
Yeah, somebody says
it. I didn't understand the
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay. Yeah. Evangelist Becky.
To me, I want to say that it's a matter of time and destiny. Because you may think that because this person made it earlier than you, that means that you are servant to him or her. No. I want us to believe that time, individuals' time in life to achieve success and to embark on some important things in life is different. That's why you don't look into another man's success to be your success. Many have, dwell on that, and they have mixed it, thinking that they are on the losing path, and that have caused them to lose the confidence in themselves. So I will not agree with that people that are very brilliant, most of the time, they are servants to the people that are not up to that. but it's time and season.
Yeah,
If
that's
you
not what.
can,
Yeah,
Yes.
evangelist, that's not what he's hitting.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
I scanned through the Bible in my mind while you are talking,
Mm-hmm.
and I found out that most of the successful people in the Bible,
Hmm.
they were not lazy. They were not after sheep glory,
achievement. Yes.
sheep achievement. Look at the life of David. He was thrown into the midst of the cattle to be taken care of. If he's been lazy, only God knows what Jesse must have done for him. Now, and they thought he was the most dull lad among the children of Jesse.
But it wasn't.
What did you say?
I said, but it wasn't. It's just
It wasn't.
his own time, yeah.
It wasn't. No, I just want to puncture because we are not in the seminary now. We are not in the theological, so that's why I want to react.
Okay.
I'm coming.
Okay,
Now,
sir.
this is godly secular class.
Mm-hmm.
Are you getting me? It's a secular class. We want to reason like businessmen, but rooted in God. Because many things that many of us usually do. I believe in destiny. I believe that, but there is, excuse me, ma, there is no single person that do not have destiny. You have to bring it out. Look at Jephthah. The way Jephthah brought his own destiny out is different from the way David did his own. Tell me somebody that you know today from the word of God that do not have a solid and mind to achieve, that do not use shortcut. They didn't use shortcut. So I just want to dish that along with what you are saying, that why I believe is timing, this timing, time with time. Time. I'm now over 60. Bicycle rally
God's time is the best.
God's time is the best. No, it's a time in rally. No.
All right, sir.
Thank you very much. Sorry to punctuate you.
Okay, sir. I'm going to give a few seconds to each. You can see 3 hands.
I want to.
Okay, Mr. Adino, quickly. Yes.
I just want to quickly say that most people that makes it in life, they are this. They are confident and bold, just like Daddy said now. That I want to cite the example of the prodigal son. We call him the prodigal son, but to me, I see him as Brother Lameto, a brother that knows his rights. Though there was a shortcut too, but he came back and he still became a success, even after all that he went through and all that. But we see the other brother who is always, being the good boy, who was afraid to ask. I wouldn't call him a success because he was always afraid. He was afraid to ask for his rights. He was afraid to, put his leg into the waters. But look at his younger brother.
Better put, Mrs. Adedino, he was afraid to put a demand on life.
Exactly.
Put a demand on life. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So, I'm going to come to that. Yeah, thank you for that point. Yes, Shiny TV.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Actually, this similar question was answered about 2 months ago. I went for a seminar. The man even said that he preferred to give such people job because the only answer he gave is that they always find easy way to do things quickly. So it's not as if they are that rigid. They are not that rigid. I want to give. They only find the simplest way to achieve things. That was the answer the man gave, actually.
Who are those? No, give me the definition.
Okay,
well, this question is complex to me.
Yeah, I'm going to come back to all of our contributions. Okay. Yes, you still want to make a contribution, Ms. Evangelist Becky?
Yes, I quite agree that the prodigal son, because one thing we want to strike out in this class, like Baba said, that though is a class of people that are business minded, but at the same time, I don't want us to lose focus because I don't want us to lose focus on what we are saying based on the faith and the belief in the word of God.
That's why we have some of you pastors and evangelists, so that we will not derail.
So that like because we have to be very, very conscious of those or all of us on the line, because we would not want anybody to see that, though what he did by asking for the right from the father went to the city. It's like, to me, it's just a gambler. I don't want us to see it on that because he was determinant or very rigid in asking that. I don't want to look at it from that, because we have many people that have found themselves in trouble today because they want to get rich quick. They want to be successful. They want to be
Facilitator, we have to hijack the class. We want to hijack the class from the facilitator. Give us time. I want to ask one question. The question is it the destiny of the prodigal son to leave his father's house, to leave his wealth first?
Yeah.
It's not destiny.
It's not destiny.
It's not destiny. I will not agree with anybody on that. He lost the grace, but when he went out, ó compare nígbà tí ìyá mú dáadáa torí ẹ̀ pé lóòótọ́ ló careless. He was careless. Though Mrs. Adedina said, Alamed funny. Now, tẹ́lẹ̀ nígbà tó wà nílé kò mọ ẹ̀tọ́ yẹn, kò mọ what ẹ̀tọ́ yẹn, kò mọ. He didn't know the gravity of the right and privileges until he started with pigs. So he now look at himself. My facilitator will say, and since I had that one from you, never leave me.
Yes.
So there are some people that have closed, locked brains, that they need to hear this type of thing. Nobody is useless. Nobody.
Thank you very much. Yeah, is Mr. Ibuku still raising up his hand? If you are not saying anything, can you put down your okay? Can you quickly make a contribution so that we can wrap and go to other questions?
No, yes. Go ahead. I'll give you.
Okay. I won't take long.
Please go ahead quickly.
Okay. Yeah. What I want to say is that the difference between those that are not efficiently good while they were in school and those that are very, very good is that the difference between them is that it's being comfortable. It's being comfortable. Now you see that those people that are very, very good, they feel comfortable and they have this egoistic that they are there. So the hunger and thirst for them to go higher at times to pace higher is very, very low. But these people that they say that people are better than them, and they always test for that place, even though they are at times, most of these people, they are usually silent. They don't usually talk a lot, because I've been in that kind of issue for once. So they won't talk too much, but everything that they see, it stimulates their brain and it triggers them, and they calculate it even better than what these people are doing. But they are not being able to express themselves. That's why I say that most of these people, whenever they leave this garden, they get to become better. They get to become we that are even better while they were in school. We'll be like, how did they do it? Because while we were together, their brain has been having some triggers in which will help them. So whenever they don't get to live there, they get to use these things. But while these people that they think they are good, they feel too comfortable to even make more pace. They even feel too comfortable to make more actions. Like now, this the case of this prodigal son now. You know, while he was here at his father's house, he did not think of how to do something different. He felt comfortable. But when he left his father's house and he was bitter and he suffered, that was when he now knew how to
Not
think
bitter,
of.
suffered.
Okay, he suffered. That was when
Suffered.
he knew.
Okay.
Okay, that was when he knew what to think of and what to do to make him get better. That's what I would just say, sir.
All right, thank you, Mr. Ibukun. Let me quickly take finally our mommy briefly before I wrap up on that. Yes, Reverend Zadi Motion. Quickly.
Unmute your microphone, ma. Unmute your microphone, ma.
Thank you, sir. Like the last speaker has rightly said, I was thinking that those that there are two things. Those that are brilliant while in school, they were made to serve others because they are being taught the way to leadership. And as well, another issue with them is that many of them at that time, not that they were really brilliant, but they were learning to pass. I will cite an example. Just recently, I was chatting with a schoolmate of mine, my secondary schoolmate. She was very brilliant when we were in school. And each time I make reference to what we learned at school, she would tell me she can't remember. And I would say, oh, it means you only learned for the exam just to pass. So they were the brilliant ones because they were earning higher marks. They learned only to pass. That is why it is being the definition of this thing is they say examination is not the true test of one's ability.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you very much.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Let me quickly wrap up on that, and I want us to listen to me very well. I'm going to answer it in two ways. I'll answer it spiritually, and I will answer it secularly. Spiritually, I'm going to answer this way, and please take note of this. I'm going to answer from the Bible, which says that the race is not to the swift, and the battle is not to the mighty, but it is God that showeth mercy. So anything you are doing at all, whatever you may be doing at all in your life, however good you are, however brilliant you are, one thing that you want to ask God for is mercy, so that your effort can count. It is mercy that makes a man's effort to count, regardless of what you know, regardless of who you know, regardless of what you have. So that is the spiritual dimension to it, that God is a sovereign God. He said, even before Joseph and Esau was born, he said he had hated Esau. Esau
Jacob
had not done anything wrong.
Jacob. Love Jacob. He loved Jacob.
Before they were born at all. So there's a sovereignty of God that we cannot explain and that cannot be questioned. But having said that, I will also say this, that God is not unjust. God is not an unfair God. So let us not take weakness that, it is God that did not let me succeed in life. Oh, that's why my life is like this. No, God is not unjust. Because everybody says, if my life is like this, it's God. This is what he has made with my life. No. But there are exceptional cases where from all human judgment, this person is supposed to be successful. And God will say, I am saying no. So that one, we cannot explain it. But honestly, 99% of time, I know God gives you what you deserve. Or in the other side, we all get what we deserve. Are you getting me now? Whether that statement might look one kind. Like somebody said, every country get the kind of leadership that they deserve. If you think your country is having bad leadership, it is what you deserve. It is what you have made. Because it's a production. It's what you deserve as a country. That's what you get. Are you getting me now? Now, on the secular part, please listen to me very well. One of the most dangerous places to be in life is school. Is to be in school. And one of the best places to also be in life is to be in school. School will either kill you or make you live.
Okay.
Are you getting me now? Some people, because they go to school, they suspend their own brain. School does not give you key to destiny. School does not give you key to success. School does not give you access to life. School only enhance your opportunity that should you have whatever now, because knowledge is good. School is all about knowledge, but school does not give you any success, anything about success. And that's why you see the most brilliant people in school, because I don't want to digress from the question, because it's about people, it's about you going to school. The most brilliant people in school, their brain becomes suspended. Because they think that because I am the best in school, definitely life is going to give me the best of the best. No! See, those people that seems like, you know what? You know the way they leave school? They leave school like, me, my nigga, I left school with what's it called? Third class. He left school with third class in his WAEC. He had like 8 for tie. You think that person will not be thinking? Because there's nobody that will collect his certificate. There's nobody that will collect his third class. And he's wondering, and he's thinking, his brain is working. What will I do? And because your brain is working, I tell you, things will work for you in life. You know, there's something about God that God respects. He respects your willingness, your itara, your zeal. You understand now? To want to make it in life. God respect it. It's not because you want to steal all the money. Somebody said, I said, forget about it. I'm not going to sleep in 100 houses. But you know what? If I have 100 houses and I'm earning 100 million every month, I am going to help more people. I'm not going to sleep in 2 houses. But you know what? If that thing is making money for me, I'm going to help people. I want to be the one giving. So, because you are going to school, don't suspend your brain. You have to keep thinking. You have to keep expanding. You have to keep. Don't let it. That's when I was talking about people who have reverend doctor, people who have talking about was saying that by chance. I said, look, I was saying that to you. I said, it is not your degree that gives you performance. It is your personal test. It is your personal It is not the degree. It's not the degree. You got to learn to run. He said, you got to seek after God. Degree does not give God to you. And in fact, it is not the degree that makes the man. It is the man that makes the degree. What makes doctorate degree colorful is the man. No? There are so many people that doctorate degree does not look good on them. It even looks shameful on them. Because their performance in life does not commensurate to the doctorate degree that they have. So, if your performance in life must commensurate to your MBA, to your MSc, to your whatever you like, you got to set your brain thinking. You got to sit down all night and enter a room and sit down like this, and be sitting like this and close your eyes and begin to imagine the unimaginable. The man that holds, I can't remember his name now, who is the owner of Facebook, the man that started Facebook. You know, people say...
microphone.
Eh? What's his name?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Zuckerberg, yeah. Yes. They said he dropped out of school. He not drop out of school.
No, come in again. Don't go ahead, though. Let some of us get it again. What's the name?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg.
So people are just on the Facebook. They don't know the owner. So say it again. Mark what?
Zuckerberg.
Mark Zuckerberg. You know Mark Zuckerberg, you know what happened to him? He was in Harvard. He did not drop out of Harvard, though. It's not because he doesn't have money to go to Harvard. But when he got to year 2, he started working on this Facebook project. And he saw the way it was going. You know what he said? He said he cannot wait to finish school before he completed this project. And he left Harvard and he went to start working on this project. Because, look, he's still going to stay another 2 years in school. And if he had waited 2 extra years, somebody would have hijacked that vision. Some of us think that. That's why you see, some of us think that it is school that will make us, when I go to school, I'm going to become this, I'm going to become. That's why you see a lot of brilliant people, they are walking the street of life like stupid person. I have had people with MBA, with PhD, who their life is they're living if you see their life, you don't want to be associated with them. So you wonder, is it what PhD make people? Is it what masters make people? No. It's about your mind that is open up. School does not give that. I'm saying one of the most dangerous places to go to is to go to school. Is to go to school. Most people have made it extraordinarily in life. They don't. Most of them they can't even stand school. It's good to go to school. It's good to have knowledge. But if you let your knowledge cage you, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. You will serve those people who don't even know much. Because it's not school that makes us. It is what you make of your own life that makes your life count. So you've got to start working on your life. Even when you're in school, you've got to start working your life. What can I do with my life? What can I do with my life? Even if you like, go and read Yoruba. People who do Yoruba, they do it. Some people, because they do Yoruba in school, is Yoruba I do? Maybe they're going to start doing Okmo Ifa, Abiodu Ifa. I don't know. But you know what? It doesn't have anything to do with your life. So I want to just leave it. My answer to that question is just that most people that goes to school who are brilliant, they leave school with a closed mind. Because the school
right.
It is school at cage them. See, you can, like I said, you can go and do any kind of course in school. Look at what your approach to life should be. What am I designed to do with my life? What am I designed to do with my life? Are you guys understand now? So when Mr. Adrian was talking about the prodigal son, now on the positive side, after you have been to school on that prodigal son now, you must know how to make a demand on life. You must know how to make a demand on life. If you don't know how to do it, you will live like a stupid fool. Make a demand. What is my portion in life? What am I supposed to do with my life? Not what this class actually taught me. Because I tell somebody, I say, look, I don't know the kind of mathematics you have done, but I've done advanced calculus. I've done advanced integration. I've never applied any of them for anything. The only thing that it has expanded my thinking. And I have worked in the bank. I have worked in oil company. I have worked in top organizations. But I have never for one day said I want to do calculus. You know what calculus is? For those who have done calculus, I have done what they call stress management. I have done what they call stress analysis. Those are tough calculations when it comes to engineering. And they are the core engineering calculations. But what have I done with them in my life? What have I done with them?
I will love you.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you know what? Okay, it set me thinking. When I was in school, I had to think all night to solve stress analysis, to solve thermodynamics analysis and all of that. I had to think and think. It expanded my thinking. But you know what? I had to look at where is my place in life? See, when you locate your place in life, that is when you start flourishing. That is when you're on your way to fulfillment. Find your place. Find your place. Your place is not found in the classroom. Your place is found in life. Now, I want to move on because of my time. I have another question here that says I should explain. There's a quote. The quote says, believe in your dream. Don't let your pain tell you how your future will look like. The question says I should explain that in relation to self-discovery and achievement. Okay, quickly, let me just say this, that self-discovery is a major prerequisite to achieving anything in life. I get what I'm saying now. Self-discovery will deliver you from the bondage of school. I know what I'm talking when I say school is a bondage. School is a bondage. School has made stupid people out of so many good people because they went to school. So they're just carrying certificate about, and then they are carrying certificates and they are passing by opportunities. They don't know. Are you getting what I'm saying now? So now, discovery in relation to that, self-discovery is the prerequisite to achieving anything in life. Even if you have gone to school, if you have not discovered yourself, you might still end up being a stupid person. Are you getting me now? So you don't want to be a fool. You don't want to be. So you need to sit down and examine yourself to know Now talking about pain, somebody said, the quote says that you should not let your pain, tell you how your future will look like. Believe in your dreams. Basically, I think what that is talking about is the fact that you don't want to let your pain limit you. We're going to have a lot of issues. People are going to have, family problems. People are going to have financial problems. There are pain. There are things that makes you feel pained in life. But then there's a dream. There are times that you're going to say, love, some of us have dreamt of you running conglomerates, becoming, captains of industry. And you know what? You can hardly feed yourself. You can hardly eat 2 square meals. And then there's a dream in your heart that you are seeing every day, that you are seeing yourself becoming a very powerful, you all kinds of dreams. But your current situation does not look like anywhere you are going in life. Now, I'll give you an example of somebody. I think I was sharing with Evangelist Becky about what's the name? The pastor of this time in Lagos. I said when he was doing his program that he called Success Power. You know what? Some of you, in the late 80s, in the 90s, he used to do that program. Yes, Success Power. You know what he said? Success Power is here. When he comes to talk about success power, he will come and tell you how you can be rich, how you can work, and money is going to. And he will say, and people, he will only speak for 15 minutes, and your head will turn when you listen to him. In fact, there was a day when I was working offshore in Port Harcourt. I used to work on the oil. I was working on Royal Rig and in Port Harcourt. And Saturday morning, I was off duty. I will put on Somebody Hear Me, and then we are hearing his message. And he was preaching about how to make it in life. And he said people should give their life to Christ. For just 15 minutes, the guy beside me said, "Today I must give my life to Christ." He only spoke for 15 minutes. And the guy was running mad. We were on offshore. We were on the sea that day. I remember that morning. It was like, he was asking me, "Where did you know this man? How is he speaking like this?" Now, when he goes to speak at the radio station in the morning, 5 a.m., he will speak between 5 a.m. and 15 a.m. That's 15 minutes. And they call it Success Power. You know what Adeyemi said in church one day? He said for every time he speaks for 15 minutes, he will walk with his leg for 2 hours. You don't get it? 15 minutes talk. He's going to walk 1 hour to the studio. And after they finish speaking at 5:15, he will leave his house at 4 a.m. or a few minutes before 4. So he can get to the studio before 5. So he's going to walk 1 hour to the studio. And then after they finish speaking, he will walk 1 hour back home. Are you getting me now? Now, this is a guy who is going to talk about how to make it in life, how to be successful. But he walked with his leg to the studio. Now, that is where you will not allow your pain to kill your dream. Don't let your pain kill your dream. You might not look it, you might not have the, the action in my jaw, but I let you what's it might look good. But you know what? There's a dream in your heart that you must protect, because the pain is sent to you so that the dream of your heart can die. And so that you must fight, because that is your brainchild. That is your life child. That is what you want to give back to. And because you want to, and you know what? Somebody has said, and I read it quick, I think it was a pastor, I was saying that, look, when it comes to destiny fulfillment, he said it is a blood business. Yes. He said, you know why? He said because nobody gives birth without shedding blood. You don't get that? You don't give birth. Have you ever seen a woman who wants to give birth? Even conscious cesarean, there must be blood involved. So for you to fulfill your destiny is a bloody business. You must fight for it. No. You must fight your pain. You must fight your disappointment. You must fight things that are fighting you, because there's a dream in your heart. If because of working for 2 hours, Sam has said, I'm not going to continue with this. I'm even tired. Today, we will not have all the successful things that we have seen all around Lagos, the church. I know how many lives have been transformed, has been changed by the ministry of this time. Simply because one man did not give up on his 15 minutes because of his 2 hours work. 2 hours! You know what? If to work for 2 hours is enough for somebody to say, in fact, demon is disturbing my life. I cannot be speaking on Success Power every day, working for 2 hours, and my life is still like this. It doesn't matter, because you are going somewhere. So that is why you need to understand that when he's saying that, don't let your pain tell you how your future will look like. He said, believe in your own dream. Believe me. People might not believe you. He was saying, look at it. So he's talking about running big company. In fact, he cannot even feed himself 2 times a day. It doesn't matter. I am going somewhere. You see, our life is in transition. And I listen to this one. One of the most difficult era in our life is the transition period. The time that you are moving from one point to the other. And those points, you don't even know how to explain what you are going through. And that's what I want to say. Don't live your life as an explanation. Live your life as an exclamation. You don't get it now. You see, stop explaining things to people. Stop explaining. You say, hey, my shoe is bending because I don't forget it. Stop explaining explanation. Keep on working at what if Sam has been talking about, I don't even know, this my leg is paining me, and you see, forget, don't even let people pity you. Don't let your pain stop you from fulfilling or achieving your dreams. I don't know if our time is up right now because I can see. I still got a couple of questions here, but I think I just have to wrap up here, and I have to let us know that.
Let me just ask. How many of us, we still have about 2 weeks before we start summer class? Do you want us to have this class next week or not?
Next month. The question class. Okay, the question.
The question class. Let the class start before we begin to prostrate for the facilitator. Do you want us, because my plan is that I wanted to have a relief. We brought it live again. We've seen where we are going, but we wanted to have 1 or 2 weeks rest. Then we are going to have 6 weeks stretch every Sunday. So, I don't know. Do you want us to have, so that we can finish the questions, do you want us to have this class next Sunday or not? If I don't have the hands up, the no has it. If you want us to have it next month, you can. Well, Mustafa is just coming in, that's why he's raised it up. I understand.
We not raise your hand.
Okay. Don't worry. We want to give you space to rest because we are going to we want to hammer some things from next class. We want to seriously hit some things. So prepare for this summer class that is coming very seriously, please. And begin to invite people. Invite your enemy too. Maybe he will change or she will change. You understand? There is a particular boy I've been running after for so many months. He's also into what we are doing here. But I think he must have known why I don't give him my face to look at. Because if you are not moving forward, there is no place for me to give you my time. I want to. Amen. Sorry, who is that person, for God's sake? Can you mute your microphone, please? We are running off. Okay. So thank you very much. We are live. Somebody is raising up. Ayola, sorry, Pastor Adewale, you cannot talk today. Thank you very much. You came late, and I won't agree that you talk. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Let me just say this. People might not understand the question. People might not understand the question. The question is, if you want us to have question and answer time next week Sunday, you can signify by raising your hand or by writing yes on the chat.
No, let them.
So that you can understand.
Okay, some people doesn't know how to raise hands, so maybe you can type yes. Okay. I can see some hands. 1, 2. If I have 1/3, we will do it. If I have 1/3 of the class, we will do it. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think Becky, please raise up your hand so that we can replace it. So, okay, do you know what? We will do it. Since I can have at least, the reason is ask questions. Because most of our classes, we don't have time to read because I'm always very strict with time. 1 hour. This is the first time we exist 1 hour. 1 hour, 10 minutes, or 1 hour. You will don't, by the time it is about 1 hour, my facilitators know that I may cut him off. So, please, let's come in again with, we will only, what I'm going to say, facilitator, is that the question that are already there is what we start with. If there is time next Sunday, then we can extend the questions.
So
but if
we
you
will
have a
encourage
direct,
everybody to write their questions and send it on the platform.
okay,
Ahead of
please
Sunday.
send your questions on the platform. Now, let me hit something as we are rounding up. Like we have told you, our vision is that if you have money, if you are wealthy, you won't be causing confusion in your compound. Hello, àwọn tó máa ń jà yẹn, àwọn tí ò níbi ọ̀n lọ. Are you getting me? Àwọn tó máa ń jà nínú ilé, ẹ lè rọ́kọ ìyàwó kan tó bí sí gan, tàbí ìyàwó tó ní kinní kan, tó ní góòlù kan. Àwọn tí ò níṣẹ́, tí wọn ò ní ọpọlọ wọn ò ṣí. Thank God for Sister Becky and Sister Adedina for opening my brain again to some illustration out of what I said. Now, my facilitator was hitting school. It's not saying we shouldn't go to school. Degree. I have one degree, Reverend Doctor, in this program this morning, and I thank God for him. I thank God for Reverend Dr. Samuel. I can point to him for you people to emulate. And I know why. These are not the ones that just carry Reverend Doctor, but the production, the relevance. So, we are not saying you shouldn't get your degree, but please, instead of wasting time to go and get degree, and because you borrow money to get degree, you stole to get degree, and after getting degree, no, after God has given you something, all these big people we are talking about, this man of Microsoft, tell me the degree he has.
Apple.
Yeah. Even Apple. How many degrees did they have? Tell me the degree Dangote have. I'm not saying we should not read. We are not saying you should not. It's supposed to be a supplement. There are supplement vitamins. You have a destiny to fulfill. Some of us, we have wasted our destiny, wasted the gift of God in our life, and our gifts are now dormant. Education, the jokole. I don't want to talk too much. The day I will blow your mind, you will be surprised. So I want to leave you with this. I want to see you by this time next year. You point to your business, your company for me. Don't go and steal. You will walk towards it. I'm a pastor. I'm not after money. Money must run after me. God bless you, everybody. It's another beautiful time. All of you on Facebook. This is how we do it. This is the empowerment. The Empowerment Academy. Thank you so much for some of you that join us on Apple Television, on Roku Television, Fire Television. Some of you that join us on Android Television. Probably join us on All Nations for Christ Baptist Church. Thank you, all of you on YouTube and all of you on Facebook. My name is Reverend Peter Ademosu. I'm the presiding pastor of All Nations for Christ Baptist Church here in London. And listen to me. Don't expect to get this type of teaching on Facebook or on television. We do that just at random. It may not be aired openly. If you want to join, come to the Zoom, come into the class. And I repeat it again, come into the class. The good God will bless you. The Lord will make his face to shine upon you. Our facilitator for this school is still remain that one and only. He doesn't want us to call him pastor. He doesn't want us to tell you about the degree upon the degree. But Femi Adedina is the name. And he's proud to be like that. He's trying to inject that into our head, our heart. But I'm a pastor, and I'm proud to be a pastor. God bless you. And evangelists are proud too. God bless you. Can I have evangelist Becky Adedokun to please lead us in prayer, closing prayer, and I will say the grace.
Father, we just thank you for the knowledge that you've imparted into us this moment. Thank you for the vessel that you use. We pray, oh Lord, you refill him. Thank you for the Papa, our Father in the Lord, that brought this to be, that thought it fit to impart others even through this class. We pray, oh Lord, you continue to give him more grace, continue to enlarge his course. Pray for every participant. The Lord, this knowledge that we receive shall benefit us, shall be of blessing to us in the mighty name of Jesus. As we go to individual churches, and as we over here we sleep, pray that you give us good sleep. Those that will be going to church, go with them. Pray that you breathe upon them, open heaven upon every one of us in the mighty name of Jesus. And when next week shall come, grant us the grace, O Lord, to all of us, so that we'll be available to be blessed again. In Jesus' mighty name we pray.
Amen. Please, our summer class starts June 12th by the grace of God. The summer class will fully start June 12th for the next 6 weeks. But next Sunday, we are going to have our question and answers. God bless you. I hope you enjoyed this. Bring somebody, don't come alone. God bless you.
Okay. Let's share the grace.
May the grace of our Lord and Savior,
Jesus Christ,
the love of God, and the sweet fellowship of the Holy Spirit be with us
be
now
with us
and
now and
forevermore.
forevermore.
Amen.
Somebody talk to me. Somebody talk to me. Somebody touched my soul when I was praying to my Father. Somebody touched my soul. Somebody touched me. Somebody touched me. Somebody touched me. Somebody touched me. Somebody touched my soul. I can feel the touch of God. I was praying to my Father. Oh yeah. Somebody touched my soul. All hail the power of Jesus' name. Sọ̀rọ̀